6 months ago, in November of 2025, I made a commitment to finally start this channel. And unlike the two times before that I set a date and then nothing happened, I was determined this time. See, I've secretly wanted to start a YouTube channel and start taking my art more seriously for many years, but I let so many things hold me back. This time, I had a bigger why, and that kept me committed. I decided to start making this series of studio chats for two reasons. For one, to give updates on how things are going in real time, and for two, to practice talking on camera. And for two, to practice talking on camera. I have the next 6 months of my main videos already planned out. And this is by design because as a person with anxiety, I need to have things planned out in order to help myself feel at ease. But I realized pretty quickly that there are things happening behind the scenes that I want to share along the way. And if I only stick to those planned out videos, then those things will be missed. And also, if I'm only posting once a month and half the video is voiceover while I'm creating something, then I'm not getting very much practice talking on camera like this. So I thought it'd be a great idea to do a little chat like this from my studio each month, as long as I can fit it in. I don't want to overwhelm myself with the extra work. But I figure since this is just me talking, the editing process will be much easier. I wanted to talk about a big win, well, two actually, a big disappointment and my bigger why for actually being here in the first place. Okay, so let's start with the wins. Well, I'm here. I did it. I posted my first video, and actually, by the time this one is posted, I'll have two other ones posted as well. This is kind of huge because, like I said, there were two other times that I made a date to post my first video, and then it never even came close to it happening. The reason why this time it did is because I actually took the steps to prepare. I laid out a plan 6 months ahead of time. It had all the steps I would need to take to post my first video in April. Everything was on the list. Learn how to do a voiceover, learn how to edit a video, buy a microphone, build a website, and much more, along with creating the art. I made myself a roadmap with realistic steps and a realistic time frame. And I followed the steps and it got me there. The funny thing is, after planning this channel in my mind for so long, I thought I'd be way more nervous when it came time to post the first video. And I was a little bit, but it kind of just felt normal because I feel like in those 6 months, it prepared me to be the kind of person who would post the video. I knew I followed all the steps, so I knew I was ready. I knew I'd already grown into the person who could do this. So I posted my first video and I got such wonderful, supportive comments. And I got 16 subscribers from my first video. If you're one of them, thank you. Really, thank you. It's really encouraging. My second big win was that I finally built a website. This is huge for me. If you were to thumb through my journals for the past 10 years, you would see repeatedly on my to-do lists, create a website. And it never happened. But now it happened and I did it. And this is such a huge milestone for me. There are only 3 paintings on it right now, but it's there and, baby steps. I'll add more as I progress, but yeah, I did it. I kept putting it off because, for one, it's just so intimidating. I am not a tech person at all. So anything to do with the computer is just repelling to me. And for two, because all those years, I knew I wasn't really ready. I mean, why create a website, pay for it, when you know you're not going to actually promote your work and try to sell it? I knew I wasn't going to do that, even though I wanted to. That was my way of keeping myself small and keeping my art as a hobby and keeping my anxiety at bay and keeping myself in my comfort zone. But again, this time I took the steps and became ready. Okay, so those were my two big wins. Now for the disappointment. So I've always wanted to be able to offer prints of my work. It's such an exciting idea to make one piece of art and sell it many times. So I decided to connect the print on demand company Gelato to my website so that my artwork could be printed and shipped all over the world. But I ran into two issues right away. The first was that the images that I would be using for the prints were not high enough quality to print anything larger than maybe an 8x8. But I thought, no problem, because for right now, that's all I was going to be offering was the 8x8. I'll just wait until I get a better phone or camera later before I offer larger prints. So then I ordered two 8x8 prints so I could see the quality. I chose the highest quality paper. I think they call it museum grade, and the Giclée printing, which is the highest quality um, for art prints. And I was so excited to get them. I got them in the mail and I ran up to my studio and opened them up, and I was so disappointed. Like, the color the color was off. Like, even though I adjusted the color on my computer as suggested beforehand and it looked great on there, it didn't come back looking good. It looked dull. They just were not a good representation of my work. And here's the thing, though the paper quality itself is probably fine, I certainly did not expect to see printed on the back of what is supposed to be a high quality print a barcode with order numbers and things like that. I felt like it cheapened it. And with print on demand, there's no refunds because they print everything after it's already ordered. And so it's not like I can adjust the colors on my computer and then try again. And if that's not right, try again. I mean, it would cost a fortune. And like I said, I don't want a barcode on the back of the print. I don't know. So this is something I'm in the process of figuring out. I don't know what I'm going to do to offer prints yet. I know I still want to, but I have to figure it out. I mean, what are my options? I can buy a printer myself with the paper and print it myself, but there's the upfront costs. And that's what I was trying to avoid with the print on demand. And then there's, the same issue if I were to go through a local printer, the upfront costs with no guarantee that anyone's going to buy them. The entire appeal of print on demand is the no upfront costs, but I can't sacrifice quality. So yeah, I'll keep you updated when I figure this one out. And if you have any suggestions, please let me know. At this stage, it feels like everything is just a whole lot of problem solving. I'm not discouraged because I know this is part of it, but I'd be lying if I said there weren't times when I was just like, are you kidding me? Like, when I ran out of storage on my phone and then immediately afterward ran out of storage on my computer too. I'm trying my best not to become overwhelmed when things go wrong because One thing I want to make sure of is that I take the time to enjoy this process. And I do enjoy it. It's a lot. It's a lot, but I love learning and I'm learning a lot. For me, this is not a side hustle. I have no boss girl mentality. I just want to be able to make art and be able to sell it. But it's more than just that. And this brings me to the final thing I wanted to talk about, my bigger why. Of course, I'm here on YouTube as the first step in building my art career in order to get eyes on my work. But beyond that, and probably more importantly, I'm on here to learn more about who I am and what I'm actually capable of if I don't give up. I'm using this as a growth opportunity to reach a higher version of myself. All of my artistic work, all of my journaling, all of my reading, all of these steps that I'm taking to eventually become a professional artist all have this common purpose. It's all a way of getting to know my true self, the one that's been hiding for so long that even I started to forget about her. I'm on here to practice just being me and to explore what that even means to be me. I want to tap into my true essence and I want to fully know myself so I can fully be myself, regardless of who I'm around. I feel like life has a way of carving us into a person that we didn't choose. And this is my way of starting to choose again. So, as a business, I might seem to be going a little slower, but that's because I'm not just building an art business. I'm building a person and a career, and that's a lifelong journey. I want to do this for the rest of my life. So I'm not concerned with time, I'm concerned with truth, and I'm here to find my truth so I can live it. So that's where I am right now. I've had a couple of huge wins. I've had a few problems to solve, but overall, I'm learning so much. And I'm just going to keep figuring things out as I go. Thanks for being here. I'll see you soon.